Hello everyone, this is Untitled Chapter, and welcome to another mod overview, this time on assisted progression, a mod that adds a bunch of utility blocks and items. We'll first start off with the grinder, which is crafted like so, and you can use along with a bunch of pressure plates that determines different multipliers related to either just the speed, I'm pretty sure, more so than the output. So you can see a bunch of the different numbers here, or operations, sorry, of speed. So go with stone, and you want to jump on it, typically. You can see the number increasing each time. It won't always, obviously, because it determines on the operation. So you can see still a bit of a remainder ticking over. Yeah. And the same will obviously apply to a few of these. It doesn't just apply to ores, there is a fair amount of other recipes. It's just I commonly go with ores, since that's mostly what it'll be used for. Such like flint. And we'll move on to the next one soon, just after a few operations of this. There we go. So, next will be the Redstone Clock, which obviously is a great way to obviously pulse a redstone signal every second, but if you're familiar with it in the typical way, you'd have it of, say, like a bunch of redstone dust and repeaters or so. You now have it in one block, and you can also turn it off if you want. You can see the door flickering, obviously, with the signal pulsing. Also get some redstone dust as well. You can see quick pulsing. And obviously you can control it with the lever or certain other types of redstone sources. Probably the best example. Oh well. And get a pick. Torch doesn't. The redstone block will. Probably just the side I may put the torch on. Who knows? But anyways, let's keep going. Otherwise, Kinetic Generator, which is useful as another type of generation block you can use to generate RF or certain others. And yeah, other than that, you can use it to also power a magnet as well. So you can see there's kinetic energy there, and it will deliver 10 each. So if I just put the piston there, it'll add it, and then yeah, we have to constantly have it going. So probably best to have a redstone clock for a fair amount of piston or so, putting power into the generator, and then having it output to some sort of storage block of some kind. Otherwise though, I'll just pop this in here. It's mostly going into there, but oh well. I'll just save that. Or maybe not. Just break that then. It seems to want to send into there constantly. Something thousand. It'll take. But I think it runs on only just kinetic energy though. It probably runs on a bunch of others commonly, like RF, which is sticking strictly to the mod. So cheap magnet will obviously, if you shift real quick for toggling, should appear in inventory. Obviously I've got these set up with a bunch of stuff, so can't really count that, but I'll move it out of the way a bit. Let's see how far it is before it picks up. There we go. And if I do the same probably with the electromagnet, obviously it'll use power and pick it up. You can see it enchanting there. Chuck it again, and we'll see how much power it uses too. Okay. I'm assuming that's dependent on the distance as well. So I'll chuck these again. That or just the stacks, possibly. No, probably just the stacks, I guess. So 2 for each, possibly. Next, we've got the player-sensitive pressure plate, which obviously is for players, similar to like Obsidian Pressure plates or otherwise from other mods. Other than that, we've got the dual crafter, which allows you to do 2 recipes in one. So if I happen to have 2 that I want sitting in here randomly, I can. That seems to be stuck there, but oh well. Either way, 2 recipes. Yeah, I'll try with a hopper to see how well it handles outputting blocks as well. At the same time, no, it's just going to output the blocks. Okay, fair enough. Other than that, the spawner relocator, which obviously if I just place a random spawner down and then hold it down and pick it up, I've obviously got it bound, and I can use this to place it anywhere I want, as long as I hold it back down again and then place it. Other than that, we've got the block exchanger, which you can use to exchange blocks in a 3x3 area. So if I shift right click and then change it. Oops, okay. I don't actually have that much sand, but I can. In creative, obviously, it's not going to consume the blocks, but in survival it will. Other than that, we've got Pipettes, which, as far as I know, you can't interact with in the world, but you can with tanks. So if you've got a bunch of mods that have tanks at all, you just want at least like 1 bucket or so of it to put elsewhere. You can carry it across to the other, for the sake of probably maybe sort of using it similar to how you probably would in a hopper or something. We have like 1 and then it'll keep filling up constantly with that. Then yeah, or blocking out others or certain things like that. You can obviously use this in multiple ways. I'm just transferring from one tank to the other, I guess, and it should work nicely. When it comes to others like this one, not likely to happen, but if you've got one that has just one consistent fluid in a place in multiple, then you can, or into its own tank, of course. Other than that though, there's a bunch of other things on this wiki here if you want to check out. Obviously stuff like the flushable chests are in the 1.10 version, not in the 1.12 one that I'm covering here. So, yeah. Before I forget though, the trash bags, obviously if you saw with the sand, got 1 filter, if I walk over it, avoids it, and if I do the other, it'll avoid it with 18 different types of filters. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.